Hey, how you doing? This is Ken Kinter. Welcome to day 63, I believe, of my journey through chemo and my journey through leukemia and my journey through cancer. There's a lot of journeys going on these days, none of them voluntary, and you can kind of tell from the background what's going on here. Actually, today I'm expecting to be discharged from cycle 2A of chemotherapy. Um, it was weird. I thought I'd be giving daily updates while I was in the hospital, but I didn't. I gave the one big update in the beginning, and in case you missed that, I got the first of two big results from my second biopsy. Of course, the first biopsy was the one that diagnosed me in the first place. The second one, two purposes for the second one. One is there leukemia still in my system following cycle one of chemotherapy? And the second one is, did any other what they call MRDs, minimally residual diseases, did they hitchhike along? Because those all complicate the process and slow down the treatment process, and of course increase lethality and presumably make a transplant more necessary and bail me out of this chemo part of this. So I got two very excellent results. One, I shared before, no residual leukemia in my system according to the biopsy, and none of the MRDs. So those were two very good bits of news, muted somewhat by the idea that, and this is probably a frustration that a lot of people have, every doctor has a different idea of what your course of treatment should be. So if you listen to every doctor, you're going to get every different plan under the sun. Am I getting a transplant? When am I getting it? Am I doing all 4 cycles? Do I go into maintenance mode? All of these things, all of these treatment options are different in the eye of the beholder. And it may have to do with the talent level of the doctor, but it probably has a whole lot more to do with how well the doctor actually knows you. So I'm in the hospital over actually 2 holidays. Yesterday was Father's Day and today is Juneteenth. So with it being a hospital weekend, there's a lot of coverage. And that means that you're seeing people who are going to come in and ask you 3 questions and see if you're okay and go on their way. They want to make sure you're okay, but they're not really part of your plan going forward. So it was a combination of getting really joyous news, and again, I hope the people that have seen this and the people that have told about this through other manners, the people that have been helping support me, I hope that you all derive some joy from this. If you suffer because I suffer, I hope you experience joy when I do. And these lab results have been very good, because I see lots of evidence around me of people who aren't getting good news. In fact, some of them are getting very bad news. There've been a bunch of codes up here, and it's been, including this morning, and it's been very difficult. And you see other people coming in under very negative circumstances. So it's easy to be grateful, and it's also easy to just keep quiet and not everyone is in a place of joy or gratitude, nor do they have reason to be. So yeah, that combination is really bad. So what this means is that it's not that you disregard what you hear from the other doctors and the other staff, but you go to your people, and my people are the ones that are in the BMT, the bone marrow transplant unit, which is upstairs from here. I'm on 4. The clinic is on 5. And those are the people I'm listening to. Those are the people I'm seeing multiple times a week. And that's who we're making the ultimate treatment plan with. So when they say transplant happens, transplant happens. When they say that the next cycle happens, the next cycle happens. I do what they tell me to do. That's it. That's pretty freaking simple. I'm the patient, and I just kind of view myself as a foot soldier in this. What's the next objective? What's the next mission? And that's all we're doing. So that part was good. Being that this was cycle 2A, it resembled cycle 1A, not exactly. There was a new medication introduced, and they made some tweaks based on some side effects that I was experiencing. Vincristine apparently can cause some fingertip numbness, and it can be permanent. So they reduced that medication and they added something else. There wasn't anything I could do about the steroids and the diabetes, except I cut my sugar intake down to next to zero. So instead of my sugars bouncing up over 200, they were in the mid 100s and then down. And even though I'm still getting steroids and that stuff now, my numbers aren't going up that big. So that would definitely be my strategy to anybody else. If you're coming in and they're going to put you on, I wish I could tell you what it was. I will find that, but a glucose steroid. If they're going to put you on that, cut the sugar, cut all of it, just so maybe you'll still get stuck 4 times a day, but you will be at least getting insulin afterwards. So there's that. And also just dealing with the frustration of Dr. A giving you advice A, Dr. B giving you advice B, Dr. C giving you advice C. Your doc is still your doc. So you listen, you nod, ask questions, learn what you can get, and then go right back to what you were doing. Don't let anything, if your labs and all that stuff back up what you're doing, no reason to change course. If there was a problem, okay, now we got to change course. So that part was good. This day was a lot easier. It's a lot easier walking in and walking out. Still had some surprise side effects, and I may still have some surprise side effects later on. This one was more GERD and more appetite related than what I've had before, not the bad headaches and all that stuff. I also had a spinal puncture, number 4. And after number 3, I was really, really scared. So we took some precautions, hydrated. I got some additional medication. Yay, Ativan. And that made number 4 easier than number 3, but not as good as number 1 and number 2. And I think 5 is Friday. So it's, but all in all, it went well. I'm just waiting to get sprung, waiting to get home, waiting to get a proper shower, get cleaned up, put on some real clothes. Cleaning up here consists mainly of things that look like this. There's no shower in the room or anything like that. And there's certain clothes I only wear here because I'm sweating out chemo. So I'm trying to isolate that impact from everybody else. So that's basically what's been going on with that. So I'm sitting here excited and getting ready to leave and get back home. And the other nice part of this is, as opposed to 1A, I was so sick when I started that I really crashed when I got home. 2A, I started in so much of a better place. I'm hoping that when I leave here, I'm not neutropenic and that I'm still functional. I actually got a lot of work done while I was in here for Rutgers, for Seton Hall. So I feel like I'm getting back somewhat in the swing of things. I even put on a couple of pounds. So I'm hoping that the better I come in is the better that I leave after getting the field burned, proverbially, from the chemotherapy. So that's kind of where I am now. Again, I want to say thank you to everyone, every call, every card, every text, every message, everything, yard work, prayer shawls. I mean, the help has come in so many manners, and I really did not, it's really made me reevaluate myself. If so many people care so much about me, and so many people are nice to me when things are so bad and you would expect people to back away, that must say something. There's got to be a compliment in me for somewhere, but I think there's a better compliment out there for people who show kindness to people in times of adversity. And believe me, all of your prayers are returned. They're all right back at you. One of these prayers being that you never experience anything like what I'm experiencing now, but also just for all of the good things and blessings in your life, whether it was Father's Day or the summer or just good health and happiness and all that good stuff. May it all be yours. So that's kind of where things stand now. The next update will probably be from home, recovering. Tomorrow is a clinic day, so there may be more news, or at least them processing what's happened here, there. Certainly the biopsy results. So I don't know. I'm kind of grouping these by day now for time purposes and hopefully for ease of watching. I also made a nice video for the other channel about veteran suicide, thanks to my buddy Dennis Yates. So that was helpful. It was nice to have a couple pleasant distractions of friendship, and also something else to do, besides worry about this stuff. So anyway, I think I'm blabbing because I'm excited. I'm excited to get out. I'm excited to get home. I'm excited to be a normal human being again in the world. So again, I thank you for everything. There's no way I can express the gratitude that I feel. And it sucks sometimes that it takes something so bad to bring out so much good, even in myself and without, but here we are. So you have a good one. I hope this finds you well and healthy and happy wherever you are. And I hope to talk to you again very soon. You take care. Bye.